What up, YouTube? It's your boy Vince Rashad, aka The Truth Terrorist 2, coming at you live and in effect. And today is a surprising video out of nowhere. This is not a diss video. This is not a beef video. This is just a video that, is somewhat of a response to my nigga, Minister Jap. But there's a couple things that Minister Jap said over at the church that I take issue with. And it's a couple things that we need to, as black men, culturally get on point about. And okay, if as best I can remember, because Minister Jap, he do quite a few videos. There was a video he did called The Pass Around Hoe, where he talked about, this is like the hoe that be in a circle of dudes. Like, let's say, often you'll see this situation. Let's say there's a gang, and a gang of 50, the Wild Boys on the east side. They call the Wild Boys, alright? Within that gang, it's, 38 dudes, 12 females. That's often the composition of a gang. The gang will be broken down internally into a few little cliques where you have anywhere from 6 to 10 dudes per clique. Let's say we're dealing with a clique of 5 or 6 dudes. There'll be a certain female who will take a liking to, I guess, who you can call the alpha of the clique, and maybe one other guy. But they attract other women too, so even though she got some nice titties and a nice weave, the alphas of the clique fuck her, but they allow 3 or 4 more other guys who hang within that clique to hit her from time to time, because that clique hangs together so much. They sit around and they playing dominoes all day, cards, spades, tunk, video games, hanging out, riding around. They with each other all day. So if the top 1 or 2 dudes in that small clique fuck the pass around hoe, the other 3 or 4 gonna hit it. It's kind of like in that old school song, by the Dog Pound. If Snoop hit, then we all gonna hit. If Corrupt hit, then we all gonna hit, But see, the thing of it is, if you've been subbed to this channel for a while, a minute ago I did a video about sperm, hot sperm, where I gave a link to a very extremely important article. And you can bet your bottom dollar that in that clique, it's probably going to be a couple dudes who use a condom for a while. But I bet you about 3 or 4 niggas is not going to be using no condom on the pass around hoe. And, at if more, we don't believe in 3 or 4 niggas nutting up in the same female and passing her around. You're basically contaminating her. She's got multiple genetic, biological, anatomical, testosterone, hormonal-based fluids being shot up in her from different men. Essentially, you're driving her crazy. Because once she get tossed off and the next nigga or group of dudes hit her, they gonna be dealing with a nut bag. And then this broad probably gonna end up getting pregnant. She gonna end up getting an abortion, because ain't none of them niggas trying to really be the dad. Plus, who the hell is the dad anyway? And if she choose to have it, now this broad can put probably put the top alpha in the group on child support. Now the folks all in its business. And that end up getting the entire gang just busted down from that one little clique. So there's major problems with a whole bunch of dudes fucking the pass around hoe. And as black men, we need to get more on code and more on point about having, laws, rules, standards, and codes, as black men. We just need to be more on point about not doing shit. And plus, when you look at it, that's a little polyandry. Polygamy is when one man marries several women. Polyandry is when, one woman it's basically a single mother society, if you ask me. But it's actually when one woman has several husbands. When one woman has several husbands, that's polyandry. And, you know, that little clique is, you know, to some degree or another, giving her a little polyandry. And she would probably be sucking resources off at least half of them dudes. The top alpha probably won't have to give her too much or nothing. But the bottom 4, 5, or 6 dudes, they probably gonna have to cough up a little money or something, and that's multiple sources of income. And see, that contributes to black women having bad attitudes, and, you know, just that I got it made mentality, even when they in poverty, you know, because you getting so much from this little clique of dudes. Now, the next thing that the Minister Jap said over at the church is he was talking about, in his most recent video, how some men are possessive over women. They be handcuffing women. And yeah, that's true. If a hoe is just a hoe and she gives some little lame dude some pussy and he start hanging on to it, that's one thing. And you got to combine everything. You got to combine everything, because I remember your boy Obsidian said black women are nickel and dime hoes. And I personally say to many of you niggas, her pussy don't mean shit to her. If she can fuck you and you give her $50, this bitch is posted up all over the internet that's fucking for $50, $60, $70, $80. That ain't much money. And so a bitch will sit up and lie to you and get you in a little relationship just to get a few $100s off you if she think you can, if she thinks she can get it. And you'll be saying, I fucked you, but if her pussy don't mean shit to her, because some of everybody that ran up in her, it's 10-inch niggas then ran up in her, it's all type of niggas then been in and out of this hoe. This whole pussy don't mean shit to her. She done been getting fucked since she was 14, 15 years old. This bitch 32 right now, nigga. You know, you fucking her don't mean nothing. So we can't submit, as the Minister Jap said, whenever you have hoes, let's say she's a 9 or a dime. And the Minister Jap said, well, when she walking around, look, she gonna get rides offered. You know, people gonna offer her rides. They gonna offer her money. They gonna buy her dinner. They gonna offer to pay for this bitch clothes if she walking through the mall. You know, they just, and see, that's why I say again, as black men, we got to get more on code and we got to get on point. There should be, I call it a purple flag that raises in our head when we see a dime ass chick. And that purple flag should say, nigga, hold on to your money and check your attention. You know, you can have a look at her, but don't be following that broad around, pursuing her. You know what I'm saying? And that's where black men get it wrong at. They over sweat women, and they give black women this entitled mentality that they just got it all from us. They can get it from us at any time. We're available. Man, these bitches is 50 years old right now, pulling 25 and 30-year-old dudes and dumping these niggas for 22-year-olds. And see, that's why we got to get in our children's head too, man, our black boys. You know, don't be sipping for these hoes. Fuck these hoes. I don't care that her ass is big and her hips is wide. Fuck her. You know, tell that bitch to suck your dick. I mean, you can try to holler at her. If you give these hoes, you know, it's like if you look at the Mexican and the Arab community. Now, most Mexican women are a disaster, but they got a 10 or 15% of Mexican women who are just off the meter. And I don't even need to talk about Arab women. They're the most desired women in the world. And they are the most held down women on the planet. Once a Mexican woman, I don't care how fine she is, bro. I don't give a fuck how fine she is. That bitch will be married at about 20 or 22 years old, and my nigga, that's it. And unless her husband die or get deported back to Mexico, she's with him. So we got to get on point as black men. And this ain't no beef video. Shout out to Minister Jap. That's my nigga. But that concludes this vid, man.